A little nonsense is what I need. Now if you wanna get the best of me.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make some chili mac, and I'm going to try to keep it in this one pan. So you're going to need a pound of ground beef and 1 onion chopped. I've already cooked this and drained it. It did have a fair amount of grease, so I did drain that. We're going to add about a quart's worth, if it'll fit, of beef broth. You can use chicken if you have to, but it'd be best if you use beef. And the reason why we're doing it this way is because we're going to cook our macaroni in here with it. So go ahead and add that. We're going to do a can of pinto beans, and we're not draining any of these. So keep that in mind. Can of pinto beans. A can of chili beans. Dump that out. Stir this up a little bit. I would like to get this hot, so I've got this on high heat before I add the macaroni, but it may not happen, so it'll still be fine. You need a can of diced tomatoes. I'm trying to check my sizes on those, make sure I'm right. Can of diced tomatoes, juice and all, and a 10-ounce can of tomato sauce. Now this tomato sauce is just a little, this is a 15-ounce can, so I'm trying to, don't put the whole can in. You're going to use 2/3 of the can, and that's all you're going to need. So I'm going to stir this up. I'm getting close to the top. Alright, now we're going to add our seasoning. Let's see if I remember to grab it. I need some garlic powder. I can grab that really quickly. Okay. So we're going to need some garlic powder. We're going to need some chili powder, and we're going to need some cumin. So you're going to need 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. Okay. Tablespoon of chili powder, and I'm going to measure that just to make sure. And cumin, you're going to need 2 teaspoons. And I'm going to measure that too because I'm not a cumin fan, so I don't want to be too much cumin. Alright. What is next? And it says to add season all seasoning, 2 teaspoons. I'm just going to put a little seasoning salt in this. I'm not really sure what that seasoning has in it. So we're just going to put a little seasoning salt in there. A teaspoon, because I'm not sure, you know, how that's going to affect anything. And you can salt and pepper to taste. But I'm going to wait until we get closer to the end before I add that. Alright. Let me slowly stir this. You have the extra liquid in here because you've got to cook your macaroni. And you're going to need about 2 cups worth of elbow macaroni. And I'm actually going to not do 2 cups worth. I'm going to do it just a teeny bit less. Maybe about 1.5 cups. Because I don't want that much macaroni in this. So you can do 2 cups or you can do a little bit less. I wouldn't do a little bit more because it's going to mess up your whole ratio you got going. Alright, let me get this a little bit hotter, a little bit warmer, and then we'll add our pasta. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. So this is heating up just fine. It's not, you know, it's not boiling or anything like that. We're going to go ahead and put our dry pasta in here. And I'm going to stir it up. Now, you can do this, or you can cook the pasta separately and then add it. It's fine. It won't be a one-pot meal, but you can do that. The only trick with putting the pasta in the liquid while it's cooking all the other stuff as well is that you got to continuously stir it, because if you don't, it's going to get gummy and it's going to stick. That's why whenever you cook pasta, you put it in boiling water. So I was trying to get this just a little bit hotter, just to try to get me a little bit of a, little bit of a leeway there. But, I can't wait all day. So, 1 pot meal. This shouldn't take long at all, and it shouldn't cost much money to make. You don't even have to use pinto beans and whatever it was I put in there, chili beans. You can do black beans. You can do no beans. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. But chili mac was a thing growing up. That was my mom made to kind of extend the actual recipe and make it more filling. Chili by itself to me is filling, but it will extend the recipe a great deal. And this is going to be lunch for today. You can also serve it with like some Jiffy, which is sweet cornbread, muffins. That's a good idea, or crackers, or you don't have to serve anything with it and just make it how it is. I think we're going to put some corn chips on top is what we're going to do. And so when I come back to you and it's all cooked and done, that's probably what you're going to see. So I'm going to finish cooking this. It should take about 15 minutes or so, give or take, for the macaroni to cook and for this liquid to cook down. And then I'll be right back with you and show you the finished product. Really easy and simple. We do have also, a cup of shredded cheddar to add at the end. And I may do that. I'm not sure yet. So, there's that. Alright, I'll see you back here in a little while. Okay, y'all. So, this is the finished product. It did perfect. Like I said before, you can put just about another half a cup of macaroni in there if you want to. I didn't. I wanted it more chili and beans than macaroni. But you can definitely do that. And you need to sprinkle cheese on this right before serving if you want to serve it that way. And you can use cornbread, crackers, even regular white bread. Or you can also crumble up some corn chips on there as well. But if you want to add cheese to it, that's fine. Just do it right before you serve. Let it sit on the hot chili mac and just kind of melt. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a creamy Parmesan 1-pot chicken and rice. So I got my skillet out. I chopped up 1.5 chicken breasts that were kind of large into 1-inch cubes, and I chopped up an onion. And you're going to place your onion and 4 tablespoons of butter in a skillet. And you're going to give the onion a little bit of a head start before you add the chicken. And right now I'm trying to get the chicken done. That piece looks a little too large. Let's see if I can cut it up a little bit. Anyway, there we go. I'm going to get this cooked. And while this is finishing up, we're going to go ahead and add our Italian seasoning, our salt, and our pepper. And I'm going to add some garlic powder instead of freshly minced garlic because I don't have any. You can always substitute that. I just added about a half teaspoon to a whole teaspoon of that. You can actually, you know what? Let's put in a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Maybe a teaspoon, teaspoon and a half. And then you need some Italian seasoning. You need about 2 teaspoons. And then we're going to do some pepper. And some salt. I'm trying to use up this salt. About a teaspoon or so. Stir all that up together. Okay. All right, I'm gonna let this simmer just a little bit longer, and then I will be right back, and then we will go on with the rest of the recipe. See you back here in a few. Okay, y'all, so chicken is just about done, but we still have to cook the rice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add everything. You need a cup of long grain white rice, and we're gonna do about 2.5 cups of chicken broth. And so we're going to bring this to a boil, and then we're gonna reduce it to a medium low and let it cook another 17-20 minutes. So bring this to a boil, and then we're gonna put a lid on it for about 17-20 minutes and let it finish. And I don't think it's gonna take that long to come to a boil, but after that I'll come back. So bring it to a boil, then cook 17 to 20 more minutes with the lid on, and your rice should be ready. And then we have 2 more things to add at the end. Okay, y'all, so chicken and rice is done. I'm gonna take my heavy cream, add that, and you can kind of keep this on low because that cream is gonna kind of cool it off. Get it on low. Okay, and now we're going to add 1/2 cup of parm, and I'm going to stir this in. Freshly grated Parmesan cheese, and at Walmart you can get this, well, probably any grocery stores, you can get this in the shredded and block cheeses in the dairy section of the grocery store. I use that most of the time instead of the spaghetti type cheese. Okay, there you go. It's all done. I did give it just a teeny bit more salt, and I'll probably next time use a lot less of the Italian seasoning. But other than that, it went together well. It's good creamy, and it's perfect budget meal. And it's a 1-pot meal, which is something y'all asked for. Okay, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.